Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
What is going on, everyone? In this episode of Junkyard Finds, I found the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Juggernaut for only 40 bucks in brand new condition, and it came with all the pieces, both extra hands and the effects part that came with it. I picked this up in my local toy store, TRG's. You can check out the link down below, trg.com. Good people, good prices. Give them a look. I get nothing out of it.
You get nothing!
But just shout out to a local store because I want the local stores to win. I don't care about the big box retailers, but let's check this dude out. He's got your typical big boy articulation, and it's really not too bad. I mean, it's going to be limited because, you know, it's the Juggernaut. He's big and he's huge, and he looks like a giant, veiny bastard. But this is a good find for me. I've wanted this figure for a while, and not having to pay like 67, almost 70 bucks for one in the same condition with a box, I'm really happy with it. And you know me, I like to bring life to toys who don't have a home. And that's just what we do here on Junkyard Finds. We try to find a home for old toys that someone didn't want or maybe needed to get rid of to clear up space on their shelf. But who am I to judge? You never know. But toes are great. I mean, they're big. There's a big foot for him. I'm going to have to put him up next to my Hulk on the shelf. And, you know, there's little scuffing there, but I think that's just dirt from me screwing around with it. But overall, this figure, oh, his hand popped off. That doesn't look good. But in fact, let's just put the other hand on. But I do like that he feels really solid. He's really heavy. His articulation's pretty good. And, you know, pretty good for a big guy, I should say. His knee's got a decent bend for the big guy. You know, the legs do come out pretty far. You know, shoulder's got the nice butterfly joint right here. He's big. He's taking up a lot of camera space. And he's got the joint right here. And this is all really solid. These tend to slide down a little bit, but that's all right. And overall, the articulation is what you'd expect of a big, giant jug of water, because he looks like a jug of water. I do like that he's just, you know, he's big and he's imposing, like the colors, and it's the Juggernaut, and this will look good for my Marvel vs. Capcom setup that I'm going to be doing here in a couple of months, maybe even sooner. Maybe I'll start it tomorrow, but I'm going to dedicate one shelf to just a Marvel vs. Capcom lineup. Probably going to try to do the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 lineup. See as many as I can get. I got a Bison, you know, I got a Dr. Doom, got a Hulk, stuff like that. But Mega Man, all that sort of stuff. But this video is about the Jug. I do like the texturing right here a lot in the abdomen. He's got, you know, good movement. It feels nice and solid. So the head's a little weird. Almost like, here, we'll just take it off. It's really, it's like, maybe that's my only gripe, but I mean, it's whatever. I'd like to stick something else on here just for fun.
Final justice! Let's go, bub.
You know there's no use in running away.
But overall, this is a pretty solid figure. I have zero complaints. I'm definitely glad I picked him up, especially for a less than new price, because, you know, who wants to pay full price for a figure if you don't have to? But he definitely is the Juggernaut. He has little bits of issues here and there. My friend has the same figure, and it's kind of the same thing. It feels the same like weird part with the head going on. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. But I really like that it came with like an effects part that you can put in his hand. In fact, let's do that real quick. And this is one of those raw videos where I'm just not going to do a bunch of crazy editing or the, you know, the typical format I do. Still trying to figure this part out, so it goes on like that. He's like, I'm gonna punch, but his hands keep popping off. So while I've been sitting here making this video, I'll say his hands do pop off pretty easily. I thought that was gonna be an issue with just my homies, but it seems like it kind of is a thing with it. Sorry for my fat head making the shadows. This isn't gonna be the most perfect video, but I just wanted to show off this Juggernaut, and I wanted you to check out, you know, TRG toys. There's some hair from the cat right there. Edit all this shit out. So overall, the figure is pretty good. I love repurposing and rehoming figures. This one I've always wanted. I finally found it. Can't complain. Has some slight issues with the hands popping off pretty easily, but it's whatever. And then the head being flimsy. But if you don't touch it too much, you won't know. But anyways, I love this effect part. It's like that. And this figure's just cool. He's like imposing. He'll look good on my shelf with all the other big dudes. Probably put him up next to the Sentinels or something, but Yeah, pretty good figure. So at the end of the day, this was a great pickup. I'm glad I found it for a cheap price. I mean, cheaper price. The only thing it's missing is the box, which I don't really care about. And it also puts, an old toy in a new home. And to me, this is a great junkyard find. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this figure. Do you have it? Do you like it? Or do you just absolutely hate the Juggernaut, would never purchase this? But anyways, you have a good one. Peace.